Hello everybody, welcome back to Delectable You. It is the holidays, and whether you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever it is, it's typically the season of family, but also, let's face it, gift giving. And that kind of stresses me out because I really want to give gifts to everybody because I want to make everybody smile and feel special, but my bank account limits that extreme gift giving idea. So I thought, let's do cost-effective gifts. What can you do? Well, you can make your favorite cookie or your favorite brownie, and you can get this trusty little bag from the dollar store and put a dozen of them in there and give that to your friend or your family and say, thank you. I give you the gift of my time because it took me an hour to make them, and they're delicious. Or you can take a mason jar, also from the dollar store, for 99 cents, and you can put in the dry ingredients for your favorite cookie recipe or brownie recipe, and then you can put the recipe on the side of the jar, letting them know the next steps to create the whole cookie or brownie. Or you can make jam. I thought, let's make jam. Apple jam. Why? Because apples are in season right now, so they're not going to be terribly expensive. I wanted to make strawberry jam, but strawberries are kind of pricey right now, and that defeats the whole cost-effective gift-giving idea. So apple jam it is. So I've got 8 medium-sized apples. I've got 4 Gala, 4 Granny Smith. Granny Smith stands up a little bit better in the heat, which is why I want some. And then these Gala ones will kind of dissolve a little bit, so it'll be a nice texture. So I've peeled them, and now I'm going to chop them up medium dice. And then I'm going to put them into a saucepan with a bunch of other ingredients that I'm going to show you. So let's go ahead and chop these up. Okay, so I finished chopping up my last apple, and I put into this beautiful saucepan all of my ingredients, and all of that is 2.5 cups of water, 2 cups of sugar, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of salt, 6 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of cloves, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, and 2 teaspoons of ginger. And it smells delicious. And now we're going to make it even more delicious. We're going to bring it over to the stove, put it on high heat, and bring it to a boil. And then we're going to let it simmer for about 35 minutes. And we're going to stir it every 5 to 7 minutes so it doesn't stick. All right. I'm just going to stir all of this around so I can make sure that all the spices and all the sugar has mixed properly into the fruit. And then I'm going to let it do its thing. Okay, so it looks like it's come to a boil. So what I'd like to do now is stir it around. And I'm going to reduce the heat to, let's say, medium high, because I want it to be simmering vigorously so that it reduces nicely. And like I said, I'm going to stir this every 5 to 7 minutes to make sure that it doesn't boil over, but also to make sure that it doesn't stick. This is particularly more important closer to the end of the process when it's really reduced down and it's extra sticky. All right, 35 minutes to apple jam for your friend. Okay, so it's been about 30 minutes, and I'm liking the consistency. As you can see, it's definitely reduced a lot, but I like it to reduce a little bit more. But here's the thing, you can do a little test. So take a little bowl and a spoon, and take some of the liquid and some of the apple. And then what we're gonna do is put it in the freezer for, I don't know, about 5 minutes, just until it sets. And then we're gonna check the consistency. If it's still runny like this, If you like it runny, that's okay. You can keep it that way because you can make your jam a sauce that people can put over pancakes or biscuits or something like that. But if you want it to be a little bit thicker, then you're just going to keep letting it reduce until you get the consistency you want, testing it this way every, I'd say 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the freezer. All right, let's test this out. So can you see that liquid moving around in there? It's not really liquidy, it's kind of thick. I kind of like that consistency. See that? That's a good consistency for me, I think. If you want it to be a little thicker, let it reduce a little bit more, but otherwise I would just take this off the stove and I'll show you what you're going to do with it. All right, so I've tested it. I like it. I like you the way you are. So now what I need to do is turn off the heat and I need to let this cool because you're not going to put this hot jam into the jars right away as it is because it's too hot. So now what you need to do is you need to get your mason jar. You need to sterilize it and make sure that it's nice and clean because, you know, lots of people handle those mason jars at the store. And then you're going to fill your mason jar like I did and then maybe get some twine. I got this from Home Depot. And then a little gift card, and then you can write something on the back of the gift card. To so-and-so, you mean the world to me. Happy holidays. Love, your name there. And that's it. So now you've got a few cost-effective gift ideas to give your friends and your family over this holiday season. And it didn't have to cost you that much. Thank you for joining me. Happy holidays. This has been Lauren with Delectable You. And I hope that you have a lovely holiday season. See you next time.